Shakur Stevenson warns Errol Spence Jr. of Terence Crawford's tricky and deceptive speed. That's what I want to talk about in this video. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Let's get right to it. Make sure you come in and smash the like button. Now, the beginning clip, you heard Shakur Stevenson, undefeated, Newark raised. Actually, his next fight is going to be in Newark, in his hometown, Prudential Center, and it's a long time coming. He just, you got to give credit to Shakur Stevenson. His last two opponents have been champions, and it's funny, I don't want to get too sidetracked, but in boxing, it's funny that they try to hold certain fighters back, a lot of times American fighters, and they try to hold them back and say, oh, who's this guy beat? But then when the opportunity is given to said fighter, you see they're every bit as good as people believe they were, and you see great things. And we're seeing that with Shakur Stevenson, but also Devin Haney, right? Where you got people talking about, oh, who's Shakur fought, and I need to see him step up, but he's been calling for the big fights. And now that he's getting them, he's still looking like the same guy. So that's a testament to who he is. Same thing with Devin Haney. Devin Haney called out the Ryan Garcias and the Teofimo Lopez's, and people made excuses like, oh, who's Devin fought and who's he beat, and get a belt first and all this type of stuff. And he's an email champ. And then now he goes to Australia and he's undisputed. He got all the belts in the division. So Shakur Stevenson, at the beginning, he talked about his big brother and his friend Terence Crawford and what he brings to the table with Errol Spence. Now, I will give credit. I'm not even mad. I'm not mad at Shakur's thoughts. I think, you guys heard the clip. He said that Terence Crawford is fast, and I agree with that. I don't know how deceptive it is per se, because just watching him live, I've been to his fights live, but I've also, and Errol Spence went to his fight live. We seen him at the Sean Porter fight, right? And he looked up at the screen and things like that. So I've seen personally Crawford live. I've seen him on TV, and he looks fast, like on both. Like he looked like he's, pretty quick. But Shakur, made a note of that, and he didn't really break down the fight. In the past, Shakur has given props to both Errol and Terence Crawford. So, it is what it is. That's his homie. And, he didn't make a fight prediction, at least in the clip. But he said that Errol is going to try to make it a slugfest and look for a rough type of fight. And Crawford is going to use his speed. So that's fair. That's fair. He says Errol Spence wants it to be a slugfest, so he's going to throw punches and bunches. And, we know that Shakur Stevenson is a top talent. He's an elite fighter. He showed you that, and he doesn't have that many fights. It's not like he's been out for hella long, but we can already tell. We can already see. We've seen what we need to see. And he sparred with Crawford before, so he has experience with the best of them. He's been in there with Devin Haney at this point. He's been in there with Gervonta Tank Davis, and he's been in there with Crawford. And he even said that Terence Crawford helped him prepare, and he knew the performance with Oscar Valdez would be fairly easy if he's going 9 rounds or so with a guy like Terence Crawford, who's bigger and is poised and just a lot more dynamic, in my opinion, than a guy like Oscar Valdez at a higher weight. So this is all good preparation. Now, several people, like from the sports boxing world, have seemingly sided with Crawford. So my thing is this: I hope and pray, like all the boxing legends and all the boxers that are picking Terence Crawford and, giving their fight predictions, I hope a lot of them put top dollar on it and make the betting odds something crazy. Because overall, I've been saying the same thing. I'm going to keep saying the same thing because it's apparent to me. Crawford has a lot of people, who believe he's the favorite almost. So we'll see. I already know how it goes because I've been in boxing so long. When Crawford and Spence, if they fight, you're going to look at the sports book and it's not going to be what we're hearing in some of the predictions. I promise you. I think it's going to indicate what the fight really truly is, which is a 50-50 fight. And whoever you slightly edge, that's fair. But it's pretty I just think Errol Spence is getting treated like, I'm from boxers breaking down the fight to articles being written. It's insane. It to me, it is insane. And I like it though. You know, this is what I feel like. You need a little bit of everything in this world, right? Like, just picture, even in the, like, DC comics or something, picture Gotham City and there's no crime. They would never need to throw up the bat signal and put that in the sky, and Bruce Wayne would never have to come out at night. Batman would never have to come out at night because the city of God, the people of Gotham, they're well protected. You know what I mean? They'd be, you need the Joker, you need the Penguin. I played this stinking city like a harp from hell. You need all of that. The Riddler, all that. I'm with all that. So, you know, it is what it is. Well, I can't wait. I really need to see this fight. That's all I need to see is the fight, because the opinions are cool and all that. Show me the fight, because I personally think Errol Spence is being just overlooked. Like, just the commentary, people are saying, oh, Errol got to watch out for this, which is cool. I understand Errol does need to watch out for certain things, but I'm not hearing it like it's a two-way street. Like, I've heard some of the boxing legends say that, man, Errol got to be weary of Crawford's power. But then Errol's disfiguring people's faces in the ring, and I think he's fought the higher caliber people. Like, you know how they say iron sharpens iron, steel forges steel? And it would seem based on, like, I've never seen a recent time where a person had 3 belts, all credible, fought all champions to get every single belt, done the heavier lifting, but then when it came to the commentary, a lot of commentary seemed like almost one-sided towards the other person. So I don't know what that's about, but like I said, make the fight. I can't wait. And it's not a knock on anybody. It's not a knock on Crawford, because Crawford, he hasn't really made a fight prediction or whatever. Of course, he's the fighter anyway. He's gonna feel he's gonna win. So I get that. It's just the world of boxing. People are making it sound like Errol has no ring IQ. Errol just got to watch out for everything Crawford does. But I really don't see that type of fight. I think this is a dangerous, dangerous fight for both guys. But I do agree with Shakur Stevenson in terms of Crawford's speed. I think he's very cunning, very stealthy, and his athleticism and his sheer will to win is second to none. So that becomes very dangerous for Errol Spence, because Terence Crawford is the type of dude where he clip you and then his reaction time is ridiculous. It's just stupid. So he can turn up out of nowhere, and he's explosive in that regard. Like, he's one of boxing's greatest finishers. But I still think the fight overall is really, it could be who lands first, who has the better game plan, who has the more patience, who makes the first mistake. That's just all I see when I think of this fight. So I can't wait to see the fight, to see what's true and what's what. As far as Crawford having deceptive speed, I don't know. I don't know if his speed is deceptive. To me, it looks very apparent. But that was Shakur Stevenson and his opinion. Let me know what you guys think. Subscribe to the channel. I'll continue to bang out the hits. You guys just subscribe. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe to the next videos. Ego, signing off. And I'm introducing Super Thanks right here on the official Boxing Ego YouTube. Super Thanks allows you, the viewers, to show a little bit of extra gratitude, which enables me as a full-time content creator to push out the content you need in the world of boxing. Underneath all the videos, you will see a heart with a $sign in it. You can enter any amount that you find suitable as a Super Thanks. A brand new, interactive, and colorful way to get your comments highlighted and noticed by not only myself, but other people on the YouTube platform. Super Thanks, a unique and cool way to show and applaud us full-time content creators. Hopefully you guys enjoy the content. Super Thanks. The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready, with a low latency USB adapter, color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, gym, or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s, link in the description. Customize the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster. We working.